Alright, these are the guys that are going to get fed. Don't mind the algae on the glass. I don't clean any of that while I've got fry. They're probably going to be hard to see. Let's see if we can get up against that wall there. A bunch of them up there. Mom and Dad don't like the camera. But I'd say there's probably at least 100 of them in there. It's a picture of Mom and Dad. Alright, the first thing that I do is shut the air off to the sponge filter. And you just do that so that the baby brine shrimp don't get sucked up in there. So let me just reach up here. I'll shut that off, and then I turn that back on after about 10 minutes or so after I feed them. So the next step is to come over here. If you haven't watched the previous video on raising brine shrimp, go ahead and subscribe, and then go ahead and click on the video and watch that of how I do that. In fact, the one on the right, this one here, is what I started this morning, and that's yesterday's batch that I started yesterday that we're feeding off of today, and that is for tomorrow. So I will show you how I get this going. The first step is to take the bubbler out, and what we're waiting on is all the baby brine shrimp that is in there will settle down here at the bottom about 5 minutes or so, and when that happens we'll get to feeding them. What I use in this process, I use a coffee filter. I use this. I don't recommend just using this. I know that some people do. I also use the paper, and I do that just because they're so small. That way you won't get any that fall through. Next is a turkey baster, and then an eyedropper. And the first thing that we want to do is, and they're not all settled, but there's a bunch of them that are settled down at the bottom. Reach in with the turkey baster and suck some up. You can see that orange color in the baster, so you know you've got a bunch of babies. Put some in there. Put the remainder back in. Don't forget to put your bubbler back in. Put that down at the bottom and get that going again. Then I steal some fresh water out of a nearby tank, and I rinse these babies. And I do this a couple times. What you're doing is you're washing off the salt and the salt water off the eggs, because you don't want to put that in with your tank with your fry in there. So again, I'll let that drain a little bit. Letting that drain, and then I take the eyedropper and just squeeze the bulb. You might need a little bit more water in there. Well, there's just a little bit, but as you can see, I don't know if this is going to pick this up or not. Excuse my finger here, I'm just using an iPhone. There's the babies, baby brine shrimp, and then I'll go over The parents do not like, don't like this, but then I just slowly drop that in, and the babies start going crazy. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit more fresh water. I need a little bit more water in here. Suck up some more. And again, there's a lot of babies, so I'm just going through the tank. And I'm going to do this one more time. Just make sure I got plenty of food in there for these guys. And right now I'm doing this about 3 times a day. And I try to leave these guys alone while they're eating. And I don't know if it's going to pick that up, but they're going crazy in there right now eating that baby brine shrimp. And when they're really young on the fry and a lighter color, you can see their bellies actually turn orange, and that way you know that that they're getting their food fed to them. Got a lot of black ones in there. I don't know if I'm going to have black angels or a bunch of marble or what I've got. I'll have to wait another week or so to see what kind of colors that I get. So there's the short video of how I feed baby brine shrimp to my fry. If you got any questions, just leave it down below and I will get to you as soon as I can. And if you would, please subscribe. I've got more videos coming. Thanks.